and put it aside. And it's quite flat, so I'm just putting a little bit more rocker in the nose because this board's going to Indo. And just that simple method with the wedges that Bert uses, so you don't have to really change anything. Seems to work quite well. Lay up the skins and put them in the bag. So I've mixed up 100 grams of resin, and I'm just going to wet out this sheet of 2 ounce which I cut before, and I'm going to pour about, I don't know, maybe 70 grams on top of that and leave a little bit in the box, in the bucket. And I'm just going to sort of squeegee that around and just let it soak in. It looks like the camera's running out of battery, so I'll probably just have to run out and get the adapter. Okay, so the next step is just to run a bit of resin around the rails with the brush, just to make sure you get a good joint there. And you just want to just get a little bit of extra resin around the fin boxes, and that ensures a good bond there. Put a little bit of extra resin on the fin boxes, and then just kind of whip around the rail like that. So that's why I mixed up 100 grams. I only wanted, say, about 70 to wet out my cloth. So I just wanted to have a little bit extra resin, just to make sure that when it goes in the bag that I get a really good bond on the rails there. So it's just a really light brushing it in there. Like, just put that cloth down on that and squeeze it out. So that's wet out with pretty much a minimal amount of resin. I've just got to get it out on the board. Okay. And then you just attempt to squeegee it down as well on you, but basically I'm just spreading it out. The name of the game here, I guess, is just to take your time and be careful. When I first started bagging, I was always like, shit, I've got to get it into the bag like before the resin kicks. But then I realised that, you know, you got a good sort of half an hour. I've got a pretty long pot life. I've got a 40-minute pot life on this resin, so I can just cruise. just take my time with it. So then I just put the board on top, like that. Oh, just one other thing, just make sure you mark the centres on the ends. So you've got something to line up in the bag. The last one, and lay it out on this board, on this side of the bolster sheet, and then I'm going to stick it on the board. Right, so that's the top skins laid up now. So what I do is align the marks that I've marked on the skins with the mark I've marked on the blanks. You want to be able to see those marks when the board's in the bag as well. Something to remember. You can shift them around a bit in the bag. So just get them pretty close to spot on. I'll just bag it up, and this is my bag, and start from one end and slide it on. But you guys don't need to see that, and I'm running out of batteries, so. That's the board in the bag. You can see that I've used the black mastic to seal the bag, and the pipe just runs over that mastic, and there's another bit of mastic over the top of that, and that's a really easy connector. And that just runs into some shade cloth, which stops it from sucking the plastic in the bag. You guys know all that. And you can see there's like I've just put a little bit of flip on the rocker there because this board's for quite steep waves. It's for endo. It's for a mate. And you can see the black locators, and they locate with the centre of the rocker table. These are the fins it's getting. They're the FCS PG5s. I'm probably going to grind down the centre. It's a 5 fin, so there's quite a lot of fin for this board, but we might just try it out with the big fins and then grind down the centre, see how that feels, and then look at grinding down the 2 trailers on the, yeah, so you can serve it as a quad or whatever. Anyway.